The uneasy alliance was at an end. There was never an outcome that would not see war between these two forces. With the manlings in full retreat, the Rat King saw the opportunity to expand his lands. The council would surely see his great work and shower him with the rewards he so richly deserved. Yes, yes, they will. Yes, yes, they will. Meanwhile, Morbedex also watched as the last of the humans melted away. Father would be pleased with him. How well the plague had spread. The rats had proved useful, but now it was time to show them who really controlled these lands. With no time for either side to replenish, both now have to commit everything to secure this land before the other strikes first. Welcome back to Worgore TV and episode 27. Yeah, 27, I can't believe it either.
Oh, already?
I know, 27 already. It's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? So, and I've got the Rat King himself, Sam. He's going to be playing with the Skaven tonight against the Plague, the Craig, with his Maggotking tonight. All right, and we're going to be playing Power Struggle. Power Struggle, that's what we're going to be doing. And we know that you're 8 drops.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You're 5 drops.
Yep.
5 drops, so you're going to get the choice.
Yep. And I'm going to go first.
Sam's going to go first. So, join us at the end of Sam's turn 1 and see how we've been getting on. See you soon.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, it's my turn 1, at the end of my turn 1. Let's go through my entire turn. So, what I've done is essentially very little in my hero phase. Very little. Tried to get a command point on him, which I succeeded. Tried to do Skitterleap on Screech, since he has less than 12 wounds. I can do that, but he didn't do that. So he's just run up. Archwarlock did Vigor Dust Injector onto Screech to add +1 to hit and +1 to charge. The Clan Rats have all moved up in the movement phase along with the Screaming Bell, and Screech has moved up as well. We've done a few mortal wounds here and there, some mortal wounds to ourselves, like taking 4 for each of these Warp Lightning Cannons, but we've done some damage here, a little bit of damage here. The battle tactic that I had was aggressive expansion, and I picked these two, so I've managed to achieve that. So at the end of that, yeah, it's 3-0 for my turn 1. We are now moving into Craig's turn 1. Yes. Welcome back. My first turn. Eventful as that. Shorter than Sam's. So, Sam advanced towards us. So we decided to play the same game back to him. We took aggressive expansion for our 2 home objectives. Because why not? We surrounded the Vermin Lord Screech. As you can see, he is no more. On this end as well. Up the flank with a pair of Pusgold Light Lords. Some Nurglings came in behind the deadly terrain and scrambled over it in a cinematic scene of falling over the waterfall. And the unit of 20 clan rats were no more. Well, 3 of them. The Bell got involved as well. However, the main point is the Vermin Lord is dead. The Bell might bring another one in, but I can deal with that later. I got more objectives again and scored my battle tactic for free. However, because of the mission, we have to wait a whole nother turn to start scoring more points. Yeah. But I introduced the dice roll for priority.
I can't even hit.
He can't hit the thing.
That's going to go in.
That's definitely.
Let's try that again, folks. Let's try that again.
I went first, so I take it.
So,
Skaven, turn 2. So, Screech died in in turn 1, which is great, very unfortunate. But I think we've hit back with a vengeance in this one. So, a couple of things have happened. One of which was the most anticlimactic Skitterleap ever. It's moving him 3 inches that way, so he can do some mortal wounds to some Nurglings over here.
There's a funny story about that.
There's a funny story about that, but we haven't got to that point yet. Other spells, not really anything, not really much in terms of spells. The next thing we did was movement, where we moved this guy back 3 inches, with a warp lightning cannon that was here 3 inches closer. That was movement phase. So, at the end of the movement phase, clan rats popped up here to claim this objective to achieve me conquer. Then, shooting phase. We finally got revenge. We finally, for the first time, dear viewers, managed to bring down Morvedex in one of the games of Nurgle that I have faced against Craig. So, Morvedex was here. He is now gone, dead, deceased. And that gave me a point for killing a monster. Then we go into the combat phase, where this dude did jack shit against this Nurgling.
So the Nurgling had 3 wounds taken at the start of the combat phase.
Yep.
And as you can see, has 3 wounds taken, which in fact will be none because he'll heal it up.
Yeah.
But for the purposes of how much damage was done to this Nurgling, yeah, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But the wounds that have been done back to me for the disease was just 1, because he did 3 mortal wounds to me, and I just saved 2 of them. So I'm on 14 wounds with the Screaming Bell. So all in all, I have a bit of table control. I still have some warp lightning cannons, and I still have some mortal wound output. So we are going to be now moving into Craig's turn 2, and hopefully I can maintain a lead. See you soon, dear viewers.
Right, turn 2. Bit of legwork, really. So I chose Conquer to take back the middle objective. Seemed reasonable with 2 monsters flying around. Moved up, and he rallied off. Not rally?
Redeploy.
Redeployed, yes. Over here, the flies came over here. And I summoned a little beast of Nurgling around in this corner here, as his clan rats were somewhere around here. We did a little bit of shooting where we spat on the bell, and the bell went no. There's not much more to say, really. We then followed up with a couple of charges in the combat phase. So we got Beastie in, the flies in, they took out the clan rats. Nice and clean operation here. We failed charges on Orgots, we failed charges on Blobe. Over here, however, despite being disgustingly resilient, and a bell unable to take 1 wound off a single Nurgling, 12 wounds were taken off the Puskos. And it's not even his turn. So, yeah, it's all in the balance. 9 all. 9 all it is. So, it's a little bit to play for. We have a priority roll now, which not only is important for the fact that potentially an objective is taken off, but it means that Sam could bring back another Vermin Lord.
Potentially. There's a 6. There's a 4.
Nurgle is pleased.
You want to get rid of a...
Yes, I will. I think I will get rid of... I think we'll get rid of this objective. No, don't be silly. I think I'm going to be...
There's only 5 of them, Sam.
I'm going to actually be very daft and probably... No, let's be sensible. Just get rid of this.
We're taking this turn of the 3rd hour. Or 3rd turn. It was a good turn. We chose Slay the Warlord. The bell needed to go. For if I left the bell, a Vermin Lord could return. A little bit of spell casting, a little bit organising around, but generally speaking, moved up. The flies ran all the way to the objective. Can't charge, but they've got the objective. The beast went to look after a little hole. Wanted to play with it for a bit. We shot the bell, then we charged the bell in. Blow took care of that. It was his finest day, and today it was. The bell is no more. The clan rats as well that all got pursued into. 20 down to 4 now. A lot of dead rats.
Mm-hmm.
The battle is turning in Nurgle's favour. Your time's running out. Enjoy
Rats
life.
will win this day. Unlimited power, ladies and gentlemen, unlimited power. So, I don't know where to begin. I just went bonkers. I had to just overcharge everything in this. I overcharged Warp Lightning. I've overcharged Warp Storm. I've blown myself up. I've done all sorts. Right, so the battle tactic of this game was bring it down. It was to bring down that model there that Craig's got.
I'd like to observe it's now in my hand.
Yep.
Just a side note, he was the most powerful defensively he was going to be.
Mm-hmm. He starts off with 14 wounds, and he has a 4-up shrug because of the wheel. Unfortunately, that made no difference.
That's the wrong wheel, but yeah.
That is the wrong wheel, Craig. So, I am now officially got 7 models on the board. Perfectly apt since I am fighting Nurgle, but I think I'm on... I think I still have some nice little tactics and tricks up my sleeve. Right. We're going to go into
Priority
whoever's turn is going to be.
I have my dice, Sam.
I have mine. Ooh, it is your turn if you want to take it.
I think I need to mop up the Skaven and put them back in their place. Welcome back. As always, Sam pushes me to the limit, but it's fine. So we started to mop up the rest of the Skaven forces. Pusko went into a lightning camp at the back, took it out with disease in the end. Morbidex went into the clan rats, took them all out. The little warp lightning bombardier that was sat by the door hole ready to send some last minute troops through, taken out by the Puskos. But one still remains. They must be purged. However, Sam's turn 4.
Overcharge everything.
Battle tactic was Savage Spearhead. Achieved with 3 units rather than 2, but nonetheless. And apparently he has a cunning plan.
Overcharge everything. See you in my turn 4, folks. So, I blew myself up. And that's the end of the turn. We're going to go straight to the conclusion now.
Well, conclusion time, folks. Between the Rat King and the plague that is Craig. So, turns out, plague kills rats.
Yes.
Who knew? Because apparently I thought rats brought the plague, but it turns out the plague kills the rats. But that's a thing. So, any highlights?
Blowing myself up is pretty good.
Pretty fun.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
That's a highlight for me as well. Him blowing himself up.
Yeah.
But
do you think that was also like your greatest move and yet at the same time where it all possibly went wrong?
Possibly. Yes,
Yeah, who knew? And over here in the plague corner, well, man of the match, or the plague of the match.
What? Plagues of the match. The one base of Nurglings who survived a screaming bell on their own.
And that we're giving it to
And
that.
just went and giggled at it and then wandered off. That's brilliant.
We love Nurglings.
If they were battle line, I would have an army of them. End of.
End of chat. That
Yeah.
would be it. Yeah. Any rats of the match? Obviously not the one that didn't blow up. Maybe would be the rat of the match.
The warp lightning cannons, the things I actually blew up, because every time they blew up, they took something with them.
Yeah. Good times. Well, we both had fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Anything learned from the battle plan?
No, just keep blowing myself up,
Right.
and that keeps working.
Right. Yours.
Keep helping him blow up.
Right. Okay. Well, on that note, folks, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment. Maybe give him some advice. I don't know.
I did miss one thing.
Oh, go on.
He didn't rant.
No,
Didn't rant.
I didn't rant.
He was having too much fun again.
You must have enjoyed it.
I was enjoying it.
I do
subscribe
apologise
to
for
our
our viewers.
subscribe to our Patreon, by the way.
Yes, because
If you
might
don't,
see him rant.
I will rant.
Well, that's not
I will
encouraging
rant.
them, is it? That's not going to encourage them. You're just going to
Join our Patreon.
Well, enough. And yeah, thank you so much. And maybe enjoy the outtakes. All right then.
Stay
Tune in next
tuned.
time, folks. Bye. What the hell are you doing?
Why do you keep hitting? Why do you keep hitting it?
That's going in the out. This is going in the outtakes now.
Yeah.
We've just videoed my crotch. All right. You should have got an extra point with that killing Screech, Craig.
Oh, he's a monster, isn't he?
Yeah,
We'll just adjust that total. It's fine.
I would have found that hilarious if you managed to make that into 2. We actually gave yourself less points. Oh well.
I can edit all this crap out. Get it all out of your system. Nichols. Right, here we go.
Look,
Right.
Rachel.
All right. Welcome back to So, join us at the end of Sam's turn 1 and see how we've been getting on. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Right, that was short and sweet.
Short
I
and
didn't
sweet.
mention any of the sponsors.
Nope.
As long as they get mentioned at least once, it's
You
fine.
want to try again?
I think that was one-shot gold.
Okay, I'll go with that. Thank you, people.